You're right everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's Saturday and I'm working again, yay. But at least that means I can make a video and I'm going to take you all along for the commute. Shout out to them. That's an underrated move, that. Hitting the hazard lights to say thank you to the person behind. And looks like we've got some traffic here, which is not what we need. Considering I need to be there in 7 minutes and it takes 10 minutes to get there. Just that blue Citroën there just reminded me of the first outing that I did in this car the day after I bought it. And there was a blue C1 just like that in the car park, and I parked next to it and took a picture. And guys, we've already got some good use out of the air tag that we bought in that.
Speed bumps ahead.
We've hit every single red light so far, by the way. This is just so unlucky. But as I was saying, we've got some good use out of the air tag that we bought in that last video. Because I was looking for my earphones this morning before setting off, and I couldn't find them anywhere. So, you know, I played the sound, and it turns out they were on my bed, and my dog was lying on them. Does anyone else's dog do that? Like, when I lose stuff in the house, the majority of the time, it's just because my dog is lying on it. Like, why do dogs do that? I don't think I've talked about my dog in a video before, so I'll put a picture up on screen here. But yeah, everyone say hello to Vinny, my dog. He's actually a rescue dog. We got him from the RSPCA like 4 years ago. But yeah, that's my best friend right there. I guess that can be today's question. Any of you guys got any pets? Let me know in the comments. So my dog, he's a cross with a English Bull Terrier and a Staffy, and he's always done this thing where he like rubs his head like underneath plants and like low-lying things. If there's like some clothes hanging off like a chair or something, he'll do it as well. I'll put a video on the screen to like explain. And we never knew why he did that. And one time, just like completely by chance, we ran into someone in town who had like a dog which was the same mix, and we got talking to him about dogs. And then he asked us out of the blue, he was like, does your dog do trancing? And I was like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's where they rub their head on things. I was like, yeah, I thought it was just my dog that did that, but no. Turns out it's like typical of Bull Terriers, so yeah, fun fact. Right. Can go in the bus lane because it's Saturday and we're fashionably late today. I mean, it's Saturday, so work's always a lot more quiet on Saturday. It's not too much of a big deal.
Entering average speed check.
Apparently we've got an average speed check in the car park, so it's got to be wary that I don't, you know, start ragging it at 70 miles an hour. Right guys, we're here and we're already late, so I'm gonna make my way in and I'll see you once I'm done. Alright guys, I'm done. And man, what a day. Like where I work, weekends tend to be like the quieter days, but today was just non-stop. I even stayed like 5 minutes late. But then again, I guess I was 10 minutes late in the morning, so. I really need to take my car for a wash. When it rains, it's so hard to see. But today was a good day, because I had some good news. And that is that I've got an interview for another job. And what's funny is that I actually missed the deadline to apply by 1 day. But I saw the job and I was really interested, so you know, I wrote up a quick personal statement, sent my CV off. And yeah, we managed to get an interview, which I was really happy about. And there you go guys, that's a good life lesson I guess. Nothing's ever set in stone, and where there's a will, there's a way. And you know, I was debating whether to even apply. That wasn't nice. Was it a GT86? Always reminds me of Initial D when I see them cars. But I thought I might as well apply just in case, and yeah, managed to get the interview. So who knows, maybe this will be my last commute to this workplace. Emotional video here, guys. Nah, not really. And I've also had a few comments recently from people who've seen my videos and have been inspired to buy an Aygo for themselves. And this is oh, that was not a good move. That is what not to do if you're in the wrong lane. But yeah, I'm really happy to see that my videos have, you know, inspired people to go out and buy an Aygo, because I absolutely love my Aygo, and you know, I'm really passionate about it. And every time I come home and I see it parked outside my house, there's just something about it that brings a smile to my face. So the more people that get to experience that, the better, in my opinion. There's something just so charming about having like a little car like this, and they're few and far between, especially these days. And speaking of little cars, have you guys seen the new Honda, I think it's called the Super N? I'll put a picture on screen here. I've got to say, up until now, I've never once thought that I wanted to drive an EV. It's not that I have anything against them at all. It's just that I'd never seen an EV that I felt really appealed to me. But this Honda Super N, this is the first EV that I've thought I actually want that car. They look so cool, especially in purple as well. No, they're mint. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up here, but I hope you've all enjoyed. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in the next one.